get confused. I get confused trying to figure out which lame candidate is reading the biggest PAC-sponsored lies. It's hard to fathom how slick media mouthpieces can scoffingly dismiss rigid scientific studies so easily. I wonder, why do we try to exploit our values when our own family structure is so very badly crumbled? I can't grasp how coal gets clean just by saying that someday we might shove some CO2 down a hole. Why does Congress get 230 days off a year, plus health care and pensions, but I get nothing from 3 temp jobs? Please explain where the Southwest will get water when their aquifers and the Colorado River both dry up. It's bewildering how we let the roads, bridges, electric, water, and internet just decay all around us. I'm befuddled by the fierce and loudly proud disdain for educated rationality that is so popular today. I find it disconcerting that my health benefits keep shrinking, but my payments always only go up. I get confused between the ask your doctor about and the have you or a loved one suffered from's. My thinking must be muddled on those litmus test issues. I don't find any of them too very important. I'm discomfited by cooked government inflation figures that just can't include half the stuff we have to buy. I'm unsettled that conservatives only want to talk stuff like guns, abortion, and corporate welfare. It confounds me that the clean coal people refuse to remove brain-damaging mercury, even for our kids. I get disoriented in the black smoke, CO2, and loud noise billowing off all their fat, fuel-guzzling pickups. I puzzle over holding the door for an equally paid co-worker who's leaving early again to go helicopter her kids. I'm baffled as to why we all need to carry assault weapons in order to maintain domestic tranquility. I'm mystified that real men spend 20 hours a week staring at other men bent over in really tight pants. That's football. It's perplexing how all political speeches end with an exceptional imperative that God bless America. I'm clueless as to how they idle in air-conditioned comfort in drive-through lines while billions subsist on $1 a day. I am confused as to how our Savior-ordained stewardship of this earth produced a 6th mass extinction. I'm flummoxed hearing big oil tout a fracked energy independence, even while they profitably export it. I need clarity as to why no one dares even mention that human overpopulation is our biggest problem. Help me to comprehend why we constantly cut social programs, yet always raise unaudited defense spending. It is difficult to grasp how billions retain any faith in comically silly and truly stale religious franchises. I just don't get how we can piously ban abortions and then righteously ignore all those poor fatherless kids. Why would we re-elect the old white men who already sucked before all they did was just say no? What's so wrong with profiling groups if they commit most of the crimes or all of the terrorism? I get confused as neocons reach out to Latino voters while demanding border security and deportation. I don't get how people let snarky paid political denial on CO2 overrule unbiased scientific research. Why can corporations spout patriotic ads even as they furtively move their headquarters overseas? I don't see any good reasons except for ad dollars and Democratic votes that we have to have everything in goddamn Spanish. Explain to me why we must troll fake news scandals instead of rationally discussing the real issues. Give me clarity as why insurers would ever compete to provide health care to either the poor or the sick. How can gunning down little schoolgirls earn an ignorant, brainwashed jihadi paradise and 17 virgins? I can't see why they're convinced either the Constitution or the Bible are packed with unassailable and eternal truths.